Hello and welcome to Business World, sir.
Thank you, Chad.
And we are
celebrating. Vivek is just
Okay, Vivek. So actually, we are here to celebrate the Women Economic Forum for about 6 days. So how important? More power.
Kind.
So yeah. So simple question: what matters today?
I think in context of the Women's Economic Forum, what matters today is how do we empower the women in our nation, step by step, from grassroots, rural levels, in cities, in urban centers. How do we empower them and not make them feel like this is something out of the ordinary? Why shouldn't empowerment be something that they're born with? I think that's what matters today. That's the question, right? And that's what needs to be addressed. Sensitivity to issues like rape, for example. Sensitivity comes after the hue and cry. People will blurt out a statement, very irresponsible and insensitive, and then there's a hue and cry. Media chalati hai, log chalate hain, social media pe log chalate hain, and then there's a step back and then an apology. So I think that needs to change, and that basically reflects a mindset, Chat. And that's what, when I work on the ground through my foundation, when I'm working with kids on the ground, it takes a lot for us to even change their own mindsets, being girls. That, sometimes there's a girl who's a victim of child prostitution or rescued from, abuse. And they have a tendency to blame themselves. They feel that something I did is made this happen, and sometimes they feel that the victim ends up feeling like, guilty for what's happened to them. And that's wrong. I think the guilt needs to be wholly and completely transferred on the perpetrator and not the victim. That's a mindset change.
So now you have been in an industry where the woman has been respected to the utmost level, but at the same time has been pointed fingers at the same time. So how important or how difficult do you think is for us to be a woman today?
Well, I think the incredible thing about the media industry in the last 15 years, and I've seen this change in front of my eyes, is the empowerment of women in the media. When I say media, not only films, but even say journalism, for example. Today, the amount of girls, ladies, back 15, 17 years ago, there was maybe one known face like Barkha Dutt, and today there are 15, 20. I mean, I would go as far as to say that there are more popular women faces than men today in terms of media. Similarly, in films, there was always this, barrier that, okay, if a film star, if an actor earns this much, an actress, the wage differential was always there. Or in terms of hierarchy, women were considered second. So I started doing something with all my projects where I insist that the ladies are billed, if I'm top billing as a star, like Inside Edge, for example. So I insisted that Richa should have top billing above me, even though she's junior in terms of hierarchy. She came later in the industry, but I broke that norm because somewhere it creates awareness and it makes it cool, and men then let go of their ego about things and learn to appreciate, acknowledge and applaud women for their success. That's what makes you a bigger man.
So you have been a social entrepreneur yourself. So how have you brought the change in a society so far?
Well, we're trying to empower women. I wish I could show you. I don't have my phone right now, but it's incredible. I mean, like for example, one of the companies I own, it's called Vidyut, and it's an electric auto company. And what we're doing right now is, because it's e-autos, it's so easy for women. In 3 to 4 hours, they've learned how to operate it. In 3 days, they're complete experts in operating it because it's just got acceleration and brake. It's so simple. And it breaks the mindset of some people who've never ridden any kind of vehicle before, not even a scooty. And they're able to run this huge e-auto, and they're able to, start plying it, run a business, create pink auto systems, or move cargo. And it generates revenues from between 15,000 to 25,000 rupees a month net. That kind of economic empowerment is incredible.
You have a diverse financial portfolio. So what next can we expect from you?
Well, to me, I have different targets. My targets are not really financial. So for me, something that drives me, so beyond a point, I think I'm not somebody who's driven by greed. So beyond a point, how many cars can you own? How many houses can you have? How much money can you spend? I'm not somebody who believes in vulgar spending of money. That's just not my family's ethos, right? My targets are a little different. So my target is that within the next 3 years, It's a very, very big target, but I want to create economic empowerment of 100,000 women, 1 lakh women. So that's my target to myself. So let's see. I don't know if I'll achieve it.